Lately, I've been thinking about peace differently. Not as something we reach when life finally becomes easier, but as something quieter. Something that exists in the middle of uncertainty, in unfinished healing, in ordinary moments. For a long time, I thought peace would come later, after becoming, after understanding, after fixing. This is a letter to the version of me that kept waiting. Dear Peace, I used to think you were something I had to earn, something waiting for me on the other side of healing. After everything was resolved, after the past made sense, after the wounds stopped hurting, after I became a better version of myself. I thought maybe then I would finally feel okay. But life didn't become easier. There were still challenges, still disappointments, still moments where all fears returned without asking for permission. Still days when I questioned myself. Still seasons that felt heavy. And yet, somewhere along the way, I started to feel you. Not because everything around me changed, but because something inside me did. I stopped believing that peace was only meant for versions of me who had everything figured out. Because honestly, I don't think anyone arrives there. I'm beginning to think being human was never supposed to mean having all the answers. Maybe it was always about learning how to stay with ourselves through uncertainty, through change, through becoming. I started noticing how much energy I spent fighting reality, fighting my emotions, trying to rush sadness away, trying to hold on to happiness longer, trying to become someone else so I could finally deserve peace. I'm learning. Peace was never asking me to become someone different, only to stop abandoning myself when life became difficult, to sit beside my fears instead of treating them like enemies, to let grief move through me without believing it would stay forever, to stop seeing the emotions as proof I was failing. I used to think peace meant feeling good all the time, feeling light, feeling certain, feeling healed. But now, I'm learning to see it differently. Peace is not the absence of pain. It's not a perfect life. It's not waking up every day with a fear or sadness. I think peace is softer than that, quieter. Maybe peace looks like allowing myself to rest without earning it, choosing gentleness when my mind becomes heavy, accepting that healing doesn't always move forward in a straight line because it never does. After understanding that some days I feel whole and other days, I feel I'm simply trying. And both versions deserve compassion. I'm learning peace isn't something I reach. It isn't waiting for me at the end of achievement or healing or becoming. It's something I allow in ordinary moments, in unfinished seasons, in the middle of uncertainty, in the middle of my life, in the middle of myself. And maybe that's what changes everything. Realizing peace was never far away. I just kept looking for it everywhere I sat within me. With love, me. Maybe peace was never meant to arrive all at once. Maybe it appears quietly in the moments I stop resisting myself, stop rushing, stop believing I have to become someone else to deserve softness. I think I'm still learning, but for the first time, I'm not searching for peace. I'm noticing it in the slower mornings, in difficult emotions, in the version of me that stayed. That's enough. Maybe learning to stay with myself was always where peace began.